Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to the worst school punishments ever. Yeah, so let's get on to it.
When school punishments go way too far. So these are the worst punishments we know of yet. These students got it really bad, and most of them were not even deserved. Welcome everyone to another...
They weren't even deserved, he says. Can school punishments really go that far?
Episode of Reaction Time. Today we're looking at the worst school punishments ever. I would love for you guys to share your experience if you've been punished really badly at your school. Down in the comments below.
Oh yeah, so I have a story. I got sent to detention for throwing a piece of paper when I was in third grade, which was just last year. It's summer for most of us. If you're watching this video after it's summer, yeah. But back to this.
Let me hear your experience and your story. And before we begin, I just want to let you guys know that on my Instagram is going to be @tallfishman. I'm actually going to announce something very, very soon.
What the heck is that? Oh my gosh.
Probably within 2 weeks, I'm announcing something on my Instagram. So I really want you guys to be active on there and follow me. I can't say much about it right now, but it's something very exciting for me that me and my friends have been working on for a while. But that was just a quick announcement. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. This is probably going to change your mood a bit because some of this will actually infuriate you. Yeah, guys, are you ready? Let's get right into
He doesn't know how to speak.
this compilation. Okay, so one of the worst school punishments to start off with was a girl who was forced to do what's called the frozen pea punishment. It was actually thought to be an urban myth that people would tell kids. I never actually heard it myself. It scared kids to behave very well at school. Some students actually get punished and do the frozen pea knee torture. In parts of China and the Philippines, their punishment is that they have to actually kneel down on frozen peas. You know how much it hurts? Have you guys ever stepped on a Lego? It's like that, except with your knees. Are you guys ready? This is what it looks like.
That has to hurt. That has to hurt bad.
Oh my god. That looks horrible.
Looks
There's still frozen
horrible.
peas in there. Hopefully it goes away quickly. Doesn't cause too much bruising. Let's look at some more punishments. Some of them are super
gross.
ridiculous. This teacher actually forced a student to wear the cone of shame. That's right. It was a used dog cone. Yeah, the cone used on dogs to prevent themselves from itching or scratching. Yeah, just like... Students took photos of this and posted this on Facebook. The school board found out. The teacher punished the student for pretty much being late to class or any other stupid thing they did, but it was not necessary.
He was only late to class and had to wear a dog cone. Boy.
And of course, the teacher lost her job, and some of these students actually had a horrible experience because they were embarrassed at their school by their friends and everybody else. They saw this on Facebook. It was just a bad situation, all because of this teacher. What were you thinking, teacher? Guys, I respect some teachers a ton, and some other ones, I question why they're even teachers. Okay, so these students actually got punished. It said in the article that they're both actually straight, they're not a couple, and they were forced to hold hands for 15 minutes as a punishment.
What if their hands were sweaty? Ugh. What happens if they let go? I don't know. Do they get punished for longer? That's horrible. Plus, they're both boys. That's weird.
As a punishment. Whew. And then again, people took pictures of them and posted on Facebook. So they were actually fighting and had to choose between a 15-minute date or a suspension. Now that I think about it, this is actually not such a bad punishment. If people want to fight, you gotta teach them how to love. Am I right? This was in Westwood High
What the heck was that?
School, and yeah, this is one of the most interesting punishments I've seen so far. I've never seen a teacher or a school staff member punish someone like this. Do you guys think this was a well-deserved punishment? Maybe they'll think twice about fighting someone and instead learn to love. Hold the hand, baby. This kid got suspended for having a Bonner haircut. His name was Patrick Gonzalez. Said he was such a big fan of the San Antonio Spurs that he actually got one of the players as a haircut on the back of his head.
Who does this? He's just a basketball player.
Apparently the haircut was a really bad distraction, and his teachers were actually infuriated. They actually went to court over this for suspending the kid. But something good came out of this, because once the San Antonio Spurs saw this news story, they actually gave him free tickets to a game. So I'm happy for this kid, except for the part that he got suspended. Uncalled for suspension and an undeserved punishment. Seriously, a school principal...
It was just his haircut. It was just his haircut. But really, who gets a haircut like that?
actually forced students to eat off the floor of the gymnasium.
That's gross. People wear tennis shoes. Tennis shoes. One of the worst, nastiest shoes on earth. They could have chose anywhere to eat off the floor, but the gym, the school chooses the gym. People could get sick that way. That's horrible.
That is disgusting. He made them eat their lunches off, the dirty, dirty floor of the gymnasium.
I wouldn't even break a lunch.
Because the kid spilled some water as he tried to lift a jug onto a cooler. The teacher got his feet soaking wet, and then everybody else laughed. So the principal was like, no. The 7 students actually told their parents, and the school actually had to pay $500,000 to the kids. Congratulations! That was a dumb
money. At least they got money.
Principal, I'm sorry. Just because you get mad, you're not supposed to make kids eat off an unsanitary floor. That's disgusting. A Kentucky teacher stuffed a 9-year-old boy, this boy right here, into a bag. His name was Chris Baker. She put him inside a duffel bag, and then...
A bag. As a punishment?
The school staff actually struggled to even open the bag. So he was kind of stuck in there. He was
stuck in a bag.
Sweating, crying. I mean, obviously I would cry as well. And apparently he was also autistic. So imagine the damage this actually does to a person when they're already struggling with life. It does not actually read the cause that he got in trouble for, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments. This is one of the worst ones in my opinion. A 4-year-old actually got locked in a closet at school. This was a preschool teacher and actually locked him in a dark, dusty room as he described it and thought there was monsters inside the room. The closet was where janitors usually keep their supplies, if you guys know what I'm talking about. She would lock him until a
janitor's closet. He got locked inside a janitor's closet. Hold on. Look how young that kid is. He thought monsters weren't
The teacher lost the job, of course, because, I mean, how can anyone see this on the news and think it's fine? So at least the teacher won't be doing that anymore. But if you're a teacher, don't lock kids in closets. Next one is a sophomore who was actually disciplined with a paddle. You guys know those paddles that a lot of frats use? This student actually allowed someone else to cheat off her homework. Her name was Taylor Santos. She is from Texas, and apparently it is legal. I don't know how, but it's only legal if someone of the same sex actually uses the paddle, and the teacher was not of the same sex, so it was the male vice principal. Wow, you apparently need written permission from the parents, but I don't know if they got that. A girl got strip searched.
So basically, her parents didn't sign the thing, like they disagreed to the paddle punishment, so they didn't sign it, so but they paddled her anyway, so they got in trouble. Your parents have to sign a thing to get paddled, but my mom never signed anything like that. Hold on. Yeah, so if your parents
because they thought she had drugs. Then, the girl actually brought an ibuprofen pill, which is just a pain-reducing pill. I mean, everybody has taken it probably at one point in their life. Advil, Tylenol.
She brought a pain pill and got in trouble.
No, she can never go back to school after this moment after she was stripped down, touched all over, and then she sued. So that's a very bizarre punishment. What do you guys think?
She could never come back to school. She sued for a reason.
In my school, they always use special dogs that can sniff out drugs. I think it's a lot smarter than strip searching someone. Hey, you know what people say? Sometimes at school they feel like...
Yeah. Like touching every single part of her body. That's bad. She sued for a reason.
They're in prison? Well, this one will probably support that argument because a school in Washington uses solitary confinement. It's a public elementary school, so these kids are super young. It's called an isolation room, and they're just in there for a long time. I don't know which parent is ever going to agree to something like this, but I think you need the parents' permission. So yeah, that's a...
You have to say, like, sort of something like a jail cell. A jail cell, and it's in an elementary school. They are young.
Super strange one. A student receives jail time for missing school. Wow, Texas back on the list.
Missing school. She did not deserve that. All she did was miss one day of school, one day, and had to go to jail. Jail time.
I'd be scared to go to school in Texas because I don't want to go to jail for missing school. She was
That's
17-year-old.
horrible.
She has 2 siblings and had 2 jobs in order to support her siblings and her family. But because of this, she had to miss some school. Skipping a certain number of school days actually gives you fines. Yes, you actually have to pay money because you miss school. And if you can't pay those fines, guess what happens? You go to jail. And that's what happened here. But the judge accepted her appeal and cleaned her record, so she got lucky. She didn't actually have to spend a lot of time in jail.
Okay, she didn't have to go to jail. Just because of the judge. She had to go to court, though. To court.
That seems very scary. And the funniest yet worst punishment of all is a guy that was arrested for burping in class. He drank too much Pepsi.
He just burped in class and then got arrested. I mean, yeah, it's nasty, but no! Boy! I don't know these schools, but I also don't know why they do these things.
See, oh my god. Went to gym class and it drove the PE teacher insane. He said he started burping like crazy, like literally just every second. So they called police and they
He just went to jail for burping. Probably just drank soda before he came to school.
actually arrested him. Congrats. Wow. Apparently it's against state law to interfere with the educational system. And that's what they accuse him of, so poor kid. Guys, Pepsi's problematic with this kid.
Oh, that's horrible.
Hashtag do the Pepsi challenge, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the video.
No. Don't be this kid. Don't go to school. Don't go to jail for burping a lot. But this video's over. So my video's over. And bye guys.